everyone, today I am going to teach you how to make a version of this bow, which is going to be named as a SOPHIE Caroline boutique, which is probably named after the person that originally created this style of bow. Like I said, it's super pretty. The one that I have got here is a version with a sort of boutique style chair as the base. We're actually going to do one with a more traditional looking boutique to cup this part of the bow, but like I said, I'm going to show you how to make it. If you need any more help or advice with this, I'm going to add a picture to tutorial to my Facebook page, so you can come and join me if you want to have a look at that, because some of the shapes can be quite tricky, so sometimes it's nice to have that visual reminder to see what the front and the back should look like as you're making along. All the measurements are always in the description box below, along with any other sizes. So I think I've found the sizing for the 1-inch ribbon and also the 3-inch ribbon version of this. So if you want to make the bigger sizes, they're all available as well. And that's all in the description, along with the links to the Facebook group and page. So like I said, come and join me if you want to. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And the other thing is, this is a special video for me because it's actually my 200th video on YouTube that I've currently got available. So if you do want to check out my other tutorials, there is plenty for you to go and have a look at. So we're going to move this aside and we will get into the making of this one. And the other thing I have to tell you, this stunning, I don't know how much you'll be able to see on camera. Can you see? This is a sneak peek from one of my suppliers. She sent me the most amazing birthday present ever last week and sent me some special materials that she's not released yet on her website that are coming very soon. These are from Krafty Koala. I will put the link below, so keep an eye out for these because, like I said, I can't show you just how pretty it is in person. It's absolutely stunning. It's like a iridescent shimmer. Like each piece of ribbon has got like a thread through of like sparkly silver, and it's just so pretty. So like I said, if you're able to get it when it's launched, look out for that, because she's got the 1.5-inch ribbon, which is what we're using today, and she's also got 1-inch versions, and I've been encouraging her to buy even more colours as well. So like I said, it's definitely one to watch for. So what you'll need is, we need, for the main part of the bow, which is the SOPHIE Caroline part of the bow, we need 4 times 31 centimetres, and I've got 2 blue and 2 pink, the shimmery ones, and I have layered them together. I have heat sealed both ends so that they're completely joined, and I have pinned in the centre. For our boutique style bit, which is going to be our base, I've got, again, 4 pieces of ribbon, 2 patterned, and in this case I've done 1 blue and 1 pink that complements these shimmery colours. Okay, and again, these are 32 centimetres, so 4 times 32, and I have also pinned in the centre of these, and they have been layered together and heat sealed like so. So we're going to make the boutique base first. And what I like to do is, as you can see, I have pinned the centre with the mermaids facing upwards the correct way. So what you would do is, you want the pin to face you, and you take this side and you overlap it here. We want this to be 1 centimetre. Okay, so that's 1 centimetre. We want to pin directly in the middle of this. So if you fold like so, that is our natural pin shape, and that's what you should have. And again, you want the pin facing towards you, and you want to go in the same direction again, so this way. And we want to make sure, again, that this is 1 centimetre. Make sure your edges are all lined up. Fold in half and pin in the centre. Now the reason we do this is, when we turn this round, because this is where our sewing is going to take us, it balances, because this side's folding this way and this side it comes this way, so it sort of balances the bow as you are building it. And the reason we have the pin in the centre is to help us balance our loops and make sure our loops stay the same sizes, and this way with the pin upside down will make sure when we flip our ribbon like this, our print on the outside is the right way up. So as you saw, take your centre pin and bring it to this centre pin, like so, and I repin, take that bottom one out and repin that in the centre, and that's one side, and we do exactly the same this one. Line up those pins so they overlap like that. Take your bottom pin out and repin back centrally, and this is what your fronts will look like, and this is what the back of the shapes will look like. And now I've got my 7cm sharp needle, and I've got my doubled extra strength Gutermann thread, and what you want to do is you want to do 6 stitches, and you want to start just before there, so a little bit further there, and we're going to do a 6 count. Well, 8 I think. Yeah, we'll do 8. An 8 count. So it is in, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and your last one out is 8, which gives you 8 in total, which will give you 4 creases, and on the back you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, and it's very important, and we're going to repeat the exact same thing the other side. So from just before, from above, 1, 2, so your 7th one should be going through that corner. Same with your second one this side, I will show you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4 on the back. So on this one, which is your second one in, and your second one before you go back up, are over the edge of your join lines. And I will get my pen out, and I am going to draw them on, just so you can clearly see where those stitch marks are and fall over. Okay, so as you saw, in, 1, 2, 3, out, 1 over, 2, 3, 4th over your edges. Okay, once you're happy that everything is all together, you can pull your thread through and cinch them, and you will have 4 nice creases on both sides. There we go. And what I do is I line them back up this side so that they're back in their original pattern, and I thread back through and cinch that super tight, like so, and you will get this, which is where you get like this circled effect and the more triangular look to the points of the boutique shape. Okay, and I'm just going to go from beneath, and I'm going to do an anchor stitch over the centre creases, just to stop it from pulling open. Okay, so we've gone across there like so, and that will stop that from happening. without adding glue. If you wanted to glue instead, you can glue together. You can make them in 2 pieces if you want and glue them separately. It's entirely whatever you're most comfortable with your methods of making. Okay, so that's over, and we're just going to stitch off in the back. And then that's the first part of our bow, all nicely made with our pattern the right way up. There we go. Just re-thread that off, and I'll just show you the front and the back again, and then we can get on to the Sophia Caroline part of the bow. So that was the 4 pieces of 32 centimetres in 1.5 inch ribbon. Okay, so that's the inside, the front, and this is what your back will look like. Right, so put that out of the way, and then we have got our 2 pieces of our 31 centimetres. So 2 pink, 2 blue, and again I have overlap layered them, and I have heat sealed my ends together on both ends like so. The other thing I've done is I have gone like this at the ends to give them a little crease so I see where the middle is of these. There we go. And the other thing I've done is I have pinned them directly in the middle. Okay, and as you can see, to help you sort of make sure you're doing this or building the bow the right way, what you want to do is have your pins facing inwards like so. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to do one to the left, one to the right, so that we get the shape mirroring each other, instead of this one this way up and the other one the other way round. Because if we made them both the same way, this would be this way up and it would be coordinating this side here instead of this shape overall, if that makes sense to you. So what you want to do first, and I've got a couple of clips to act as my extra hands, you can use any that you've got available, but the first thing we want to do is from our pin we want to make triangles over the top like so, and then we want to go the opposite way, so triangle over that way, triangle that way, second time, and again this way. Okay, so you get 2 pieces that end up looking like this, and again we've still got a left and a right. What you want to do is we fold them so we get this triangle. This one should be coming this direction, so this triangle at the bottom should be this way up. Okay, so again fold back, you can move this and I pin it there. Okay, this is the look you will get, and then I like to turn them like this. Check. Okay, so I want to take this side, so the pink side, and you push it like so, so it's like an S shape, and then you turn it across that centerpiece, and this is the look you will have, which is this bottom shape you can see here. Okay, so I'll show you again. So from this bit, you make like an S, like this, and then turn. And this is the look you get. I'm going to take this clip, we're going to hold that here. Now this one, we do exactly the same. We want to make that same S shape, and then you want to turn that as well. Just check. Same S, turn, line it all up with the original. There you go, and re-hold there. And this is the shape that you will get. Okay. And we're going to do exactly the same this side, starting with the bottom. We do the S, but before we were going this way, we do the S, and we go this way to line it up with this side. Okay, so S shape, down to this, make sure it's all lined up with that original crease, and again this side, make your S, bring it behind, line it up this side, and if you've done it properly you will have two shapes like this that look the same but opposite. Okay, so this is your front, and this is what the back of both should look like. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit so that they're a bit more even. There we go, that's better. The angles are the same now. Right, and on this we want to do 6 stitches, and it does take a bit of cinching because this is very thick layers, because we're going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost 12 layers of fabric. And the other thing you want to make sure is you want to make sure all those layers are sandwiched together and they're all lined up nicely in the same place. So what we're going to do, we're going to start from above, just a little bit before, about ½ centimetre in, and your second stitch should be coming through all of those layers. So through those back layers and right through the point of the triangle. Okay. Let's get rid of that tangle. All your layers. With how much work you're putting in, you really don't want to be missing any. Okay, and your 6th stitch on this one. Should I get caught? Your 6th one should be coming from beneath, back through the top, and again you want to be catching all of those layers. And on this one you can see the triangle that was going that way, you want to be going through all of those layers there, all 12. Okay, and pull through. So in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the back you will have 1, 2, 3. And I will do my pen trick. Okay, so as you see, the third one, or the first one, goes over your join, your second stitch in the middle, your last one just over the edge. Okay, and then you'll cinch, and on this one we'll have 3 creases. From this side we want to go in the opposite way this time, but again make sure all of these layers are lined up. Okay, and in this case, because we started a little bit before, when we come out here we want to be going in this side for all of those layers first. So through all your triangles, through your points, through all 12 of those layers on your very first one from where your join starts. Your 5th one will be going through all of your layers on this one from that triangle, that one, and your very last stitch will be coming back up for number 6, just a little bit over that side by about the 1/2 centimetre as we did before. And whatever you do one side, you repeat the other. Okay, and then we can pull them together like so. I'm just going to open them up a little bit so you can see. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, so there's 3 on both sides in the same places, and the same this side. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 6 in total. Okay, again cinch these to get you 3 creases on each side, get them super tight. And as you can see, it's quite bulky because, like I said, there is a lot of ribbon in there. And what I do, again, take thread this side, go back in where your stitches are on this side, and go back through. And use your desk to force that back up through all your layers. Like so, pull that nice and tight, and again I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Get your 3 creases, try not to stab yourself with your needle, stay with your original stitch placements, and go back round the other side. Like I said, do it really tight because you want this nicely cinched to get those like winged points here. Excuse me a second, I'm just going to get my hand sanitizer out. There we go. Little trick if you're in the middle of making a bow when you've stabbed yourself, get your hand sanitizer out and it will sort of stop any more issues. Because getting a teeny spot of blood on your bow is almost as bad as when you've got a touch of glue in a place where you don't want it and can't hide it with an embellishment. So I'm just stitching across the join, the centre join. There we go, and that will pull that together nicely. I'm just going to do that once more. And make sure you're doing it very close to that centre and not too far out so we can hide it when we do our middle. There we go, nice and tight. And then we can stitch this off in the back. Like so. Or however you personally prefer. And this is the SOPHIE Caroline part of bow. this is what the front looks like, and this is what the back will look like. Okay, I'm going to take this extra thread because it's right through the centre. We're going to take this and we're going to take our original boutique. We want to thread this through. Right through the centre of this one. Like so, and it sits nicely in that boutique shape beneath. It like cups it really well. Okay, now if you wanted to, wasn't certain, but if you wanted to, I have a half pinwheel here. I'm going to add it. Yep, I have a half pinwheel bow, a freehand one. I'll attach the tutorial for that in the description as well. I am going to add this as the base because I think it just adds a little something. You could also do tails, whatever you personally prefer, and I'll put the measurements in for that one as well for you. And then what I do is I take my thread and I go all the way around and I wrap really tight, and I go around 4 or 5 times, pulling tighter each time, and this will take out some of the bulk because obviously we've got 3 layers of bows here, so it's going to be quite a bit of ribbon here, so we want to sort of take out some of that. If we were gluing, it would be about 1.5 centimetres. With thread you can normally get it down to about 1 centimetre. Once you're happy it's all nice and secure, you can stitch off in the back. Now if you want to, you can glue the 3 layers, or you can do the 2 layers. You can do the Sophia Caroline by itself. It's entirely up to you. That's the best thing about these kind of bows, is the fact that you can play around with it and completely make it your own. Okay, as you saw, it's gone a little bit out of place, so just adjust it back in. And like I said, we've got the little pop of blue this side, the little pop of pink that side, because I've done a split pinwheel. And look how cute that is. And the other one that I forgot to mention is Krafty Koala Hattie has also got the matching 9mm in the shimmer rhythm, so I'm going to use this for my centre. And then I haven't decided what I'm going to add to this one, so I have got a 60mm clip. Touch glue across the back, turn this over, want to have that central, and I'm going to let this settle because it will help when I'm wrapping the centre around the bow. I'm going to heat seal on 9mm. Open that, and again right on the centre. Give that a second to set because, like I said, it's wrapping around a big chunky middle. Round at least twice. Okay, open that back up. And I need a little bit longer, I think. Yes, just a little bit longer in this case. I normally do about 12 centimetres. I think I'd need at least 16 on this, just so I've got a bit to play around to. Okay. open, round, super tight. Okay, get rid of that little bit of extra now. And we still need to heat seal this bit here. Watch out for your base bow. Touch of glue here. In place. Okay. And with this, again, don't be afraid to adjust until the bow sits how you expect it to. So like I said, I give mine a little bit of an adjustment, and you can have it this way, which is really pretty, or you can present it this way, depending on which way you personally prefer. I'm going to square this off a little bit. And with it being a boutique style bow, I would always recommend blasting it with some sort of quick setting extra hold hairspray. Like I said, once you've got it exactly where you want it, you basically put it in a little container and completely coat it until it's like lightly damp. Like not completely, but like make sure you're completely covered front and back. And what that will do is that will help you hold the bow, the shape of the bow hold. But like I said, don't do that until you've like got it exactly how you want it. And then I haven't decided yet to follow my little mermaid theme. I don't know if I'm going to add the mermaid tail. Bring it a little bit closer. I think that covers too much of the detail. I've got this shaker. No. Slightly smaller. It's not quite what I want. There we go. So, I've got this cute padded heart that matches my bow. And like I said, don't forget with this one, my favourite thing about it is with this style, you can have it this way up, or you can turn your heart and you can present it this way up. So have fun with it, play around, decide what you want. Like I said, or you can leave it with this or add diamantes, whatever you wanted to do with it. And thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this super useful. Like I said, video 200 for me. I'm really excited about that. And there'll be many more. Like I said, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.